Okay, it is just about 6 p.m. on Monday, November 10th, 2025. And this is a pre-race meeting for the Tierra Redonda Mountain Trail Run and the last one standing in Bradley, California. So we're hosting two events at the same time, at the same place. And they're very similar, but slight differences. So this is a pre-race meeting for both of those events, and we're going to talk about it in detail. But before we do, we're just going to take a minute. We're waiting for some more folks to join us. But before we do that, I just was hoping that we could very quickly introduce ourselves. There's only a few of us here, so I'll start. My name is Luis Escobar. I am one of the coordinators for this event. This is, I think, our fourth year hosting an event at this particular ranch. It's the Smith Ranch in Bradley, California, and I'll talk about that more in detail. Um, yeah, our next event after this one is the La Cuesta Ranch Trail Run happening in San Luis Obispo. That's January 24th, and you can learn more about that at allwedoisrun.com. I'm just going to call your names in order that I see you on my screen. You don't have to jump in, but it'd be great if you would. John, what's your name? Where are you from? And what's your story?
John Curl, I'm in Toluca Lake and I'm running the 48 hour. A couple years ago, ran the 24-hour there and had some issues. And so this is kind of a redemption. So, if you're going to redeem it to 24, go to 48, right?
Back into the lion's den for sure. Well, welcome and thank you for coming out and spending your weekend with us. Look forward to seeing you again.
And you promise that there's no rain, right?
Dude, I think farmers should hire me because it seems like anytime we host a race in the winter or the fall, the weather seems to be an issue. So we'll talk about the weather in the conversation a little bit later, but could be some rain. Brooke, how are you? Where are you? What's going on?
So I am here. Chris is here too. There he is. He's eating as
Hi,
usual.
Chris.
And hey, and we're in San Luis Obispo. I went from the 24 to 48 because I saw those buckles. But that's a stretch for me. But I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, welcome back to you and your family, and Chris and everybody. We look forward to seeing you this weekend. David, how are you, buddy?
Doing well, Lewis.
Where are you, and what's your story?
We're hanging out in the Atascadero, and we're going to be at the last one standing. It's one of my favorite formats, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
Well, I must say, David, that this is the first time that my friends and I have attempted to host a last person standing event. And I believe this is the only one on the Central Coast. If there's another, I don't know about it. And
Man, I went out last year to Nevada to do this same format. I think there were three. I think Roosters down in San Diego was the fourth in California. There are not many, and it's really cool that we met this year.
well, I was going to say that part of the inspiration for doing this is our conversation that we had at Tent City, which is the beer place in Atascadero. You and I talked about this in detail, and kind of inspired me to try to do this. And I contacted my friend Ian Seabury, who's going to help make this thing happen. And yeah, we're going to do this together. It's going to be a learning process for all of us. We understand the format, but I've never done it, so this is going to be a first time, and hopefully it's received well, and we'll continue to do it. I am pleasantly surprised to say that 15 people have
That's what I
actually
was going to
16
say.
people have signed up for it, and that's not a big number, but hell,
It's
it's
more
off.
than 10, and you were telling me that if you got 10 for the inaugural, you're happy. So, man, that's pretty cool. I'm really excited.
Well, we're right there. We'll see what happens. I believe the first or the second person to register for this thing was our friend Justin McMillan. Justin, where are you, and what inspired you to sign up for this deal?
I'm in beautiful Atascadero, California, home of Kent City. And I don't know, I followed these events for a little while. I'm like, those sound ridiculous, but then it just popped up. I'm like, gotta do it. So looking forward, going for top 20, and hopefully not my last time.
Well, I'm excited to see you do this. I'm excited to see so many people that I know that are going to come out and try to do this format, and we'll just see how it goes. I don't know. It could be great. It could be terrible. We'll figure it out together. Ian, I'm going to save you for last because I want to introduce you and let folks know your role in this thing. Nicole, can you pop in and say hello and where are you from and what's your deal? You're on mute, Nicole.
Still on mute.
Yep. Maybe Nicole doesn't want to talk. Do you
You
not
know
want to talk?
American Sign Language or
I don't think she wants to talk. Um, if you decide that you do want to talk, unmute yourself and hop in. Casey, hello, Casey. Where are you? What's going on with you?
Hi, yeah, I'm Kathy. I am in San Francisco. It's okay. And I'll be running the 48 hour with my son and daughter. And we will also have our four grandchildren on site in a big RV. So big, lots of fun going on. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We ran the 48 hour last year. We only ran 24 hours of it. So we kind of are familiar with the scene and looking forward to it.
Fantastic. We'll look forward to seeing you. Craig Bennett, where are you and what's your story?
Yeah, Santa Barbara, California. We have a group of, I think, 5 people coming up for Last One Standing. For most of us, it's our first ultra event of any kind, so we're really excited. One of our friends, Casey Hare, has been talking about how amazing this format has been for years and years, and there's finally one in driving range for us to do. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Well, let's see how it goes. And I can't say it enough. We are, as a group, sort of inventing this on the Central Coast together. So let's be supportive and patient and provide constructive criticism and just make this thing a success. And we'll do it all together.
Yeah, we're there to have fun, so no problem.
Cool, cool. Jen, how do you pronounce your last name, Jen?
Um, C, just like the Y is not there.
It's good to see you again.
You too.
What are you running?
I signed up for the 48 hour this year. I did 24 last year. I'm a member of the Templeton Run Club, which is hosting this event with Lewis, and all we do is run. So I'll be out tomorrow actually on the Smith Ranch doing some prep work for everything with Rosalie and Joe and a few other members.
Excellent. Well, thank you for everything that you do, and I'm looking forward to seeing you.
You too.
Let's see. I have a note here. Nicole made some changes or something. Nicole, you're available now.
Figured it out. Okay, figured out technology. I am in Arroyo Grande and I'm gonna volunteer this year wherever you put me. And yeah, hopefully I get to participate at a race next year.
Beautiful. Well, welcome. And we can't do these events without volunteers. It's a group effort and
Yeah.
it's a big responsibility, a lot of moving parts, and yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Are you
dedicating your
bringing
time.
Shy, Nicole?
I'm sorry.
Are you bringing Shy?
I am. I am bringing Shy. Shy will be there.
Here, sorry to hijack this. Here is Misha.
Aw, there's me.
Sorry. Husky people are crazy. Sorry about that.
Okay.
And you have a lot of fur in your house.
Yes.
Chad, will you hop in and say hello? And where are you? And what are you going to be doing?
Yeah, I'm Chad, and I'm coming from Santa Clarita, and I am doing the 48 hour.
Wonderful. Have you been to this event before?
Never. First time.
It's pretty cool. It's small, it's intimate, it's a beautiful ranch. We're all going to get to know each other very well over the next few days.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
Welcome. Jeremy Banter, I see your camera's off, you're muted, so do you want to talk?
Yeah, I'm shy. I didn't want you calling on me, Lewis. I'm just kidding. Similar to John, I also entered the 24 hour 2 years ago, and it rained the entire time, and it was a sloppy mess, and it was so much fun. But I entered the 48 hours so I could get that buckle. So I'm back.
Beautiful. Well, welcome. I've got the buckles here, and I'll talk about them in just a moment. Esther, I see your camera's off and you're muted. Do you want to say hello?
Sure.
Yeah, there you are.
My name's Esther. I'm from Santa Barbara. This is going to be my first time attempting an ultra distance. So this seemed like a great opportunity. I met some folks at the Dirt Circus event who were talking about it, and it seemed super fun. So decided to give it a go.
Wonderful. And we'll finish this introduction with my friend Ian Seabury. Ian and I have a lot of history. We've been to many events together. We're friends, and with this last person standing format, I knew that it was more than I could handle by myself to try to be involved with the Tierra races, the 24 and the 48 hour and the 20K, 10K, 5K, and try to give the proper attention to the last person standing. So my first call was to Ian. And Ian, introduce yourself and how do you feel about this?
I'm my name's Ian. I live down here in Inglewood, in Los Angeles. I've been running for, oh God, 15 years or so. So I believe I'm co-RDing. It's not just me, it's me and Vicky Oswald, who does not appear to be here, but between the two of us, we've got three functional arms and three functional legs. So I'm real happy for that. Should be a good time though. I'm looking forward to it. And about the weather, I mean, on this 50th anniversary of the Edmund Fitzgerald, the gales of November do come early. So,
Well, thank you for reminding us about the Edmund Fitzgerald, Ian. So, yeah, there's no way I can do this by myself. Beverly and I and the people around us, we're only a few folks, and so we need all the support that we can get. We appreciate all the folks that volunteer and help us make these things happen. With that, there's still time. If you are a family member, can take a shift at an aid station, help us with timing, marking the course, breaking things down. Please raise your hand, come up, offer your time, and we really, really appreciate it. All right, well, let me talk about the ranch. So it's the Smith Ranch. It's in Bradley, California. Bradley is about 30 to 40 minutes west of Paso Robles, California. So if you get yourself to the corner of US 101 and 24th Street in Paso Robles, that's where Denny's is, and you just drive dead west out like you're going out towards Nacimiento Lake and San Antonio Lake, that's going to take you to this place. It's way out there and it's a rural road, so budget some time. I think the locals can get out there in 30 to 40 minutes, but it might take you an hour. So I would budget a solid hour to get out there. Driving on country roads, the local folks are probably pretty aggressive the way they drive, so just be prepared. Um, Follow the link in the runner guide. I would encourage you right now, if you can, go to allwedoisrun.com, click on the runner guide. There's one there for last person standing, and there's one there for Tierra Redonda. It's the same directions. Just click on that link and it'll take you right to the gate, the ranch access gate. The address that I put in there, that is the address to the ranch house. That is where the Smith family live. But that's not where we're going. We're going to a gate that's about a quarter of a mile beyond their house. So if you get to that address, keep going just a little bit further. And on the right-hand side, you're going to see a gate. I'm going to put some flags there that say Hammer Nutrition, big blade flags. You're going to go into that gate. So if you click on the link in the runner guide, it'll take you to that gate. When you get there, just follow the road into the camp. Now, with all of that, let me say this. If the weather is bad, if it's rainy and it's muddy, that access road gets pretty sloppy. So we have a contingent, we have another plan. If something happens and we can't use that part of the ranch, the Joe and Rosalie Smith have offered to use another part of the ranch, and we're going to possibly be in a barn right near there, but not the exact same place. But for now, follow all of the directions that are on the runner guide, and it'll take you right to us. Okay, so with that, the Smith Ranch, again, it's a privately owned working cattle ranch. It's not a campground. It's not a park. It's not a public facility. It's a private home. It's where these folks have lived for a couple of generations. It's a working cattle ranch. That means there's cows and everything that goes with cows. There's dogs, working cattle dogs. Cows do cow stuff. If you don't like cows, you don't want to see cows, it might be kind of a weird experience for you, but we're absolutely going to a working cattle ranch. So be prepared to see some cowboy stuff and be involved possibly with some cowboy stuff. Um, the camping, it's just a big open field. It's flat. There's plenty of space for you to bring your camper, your trailer, your RV, your bus, whatever it is. Or if you just want a tent on the ground, there's plenty of space to do that. There's no assignment. So you're just going to show up. You're going to find a spot that makes sense for you, set up your camp right then and there. The Smiths are asking for $10 per vehicle per night. So when you check in, you can meet Joe and Rosalie Smith, or you can just bring $10 or $20, however many nights you're planning to stay. Hand it to us at the check-in table, and we'll give it to the Smiths. Or better than that, find the Smiths and give it directly to them. Okay, that's that. Because it's a working cattle ranch, there's no amenities. There's no hookups. There's no electrical. There's no running water. There's no sewer. There's no dump. There's nothing like that. It is a ranch. There will be portable toilets and a hand wash station, and that's it. So be prepared to be, it's dry camping, primitive dry camping, dispersed primitive dry camping. Any questions about how to get there, where you're going, and what you're going to find when you arrive? Okay, cool. We've done many ranches on many events on ranches just like this, and sometimes people are a little apprehensive at first, but then they get there and like, okay, everything's just fine. Brooke, did you have a question or a comment?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask if we do need to change to the barn location, you'll email us or just
Yeah,
change the flag where the flags are and it'll be obvious.
yeah. If we have to change to the barn location, it will be the Smiths' home address.
Okay.
So the address, 8029 Lynch Canyon Road is where we'll go. So either place, when you arrive, it should be obvious. But I will let you know if we have to change the main camp area. It doesn't really change the course, but it changes where we're going to stage. I guess with that, let me talk about the course. There is an outside chance that the course is going to be too wet. Now, those of you that have been there before, when it's been really rainy, know that the south side of the road, the hill side of the course, the Nacimiento side of the course, man, there's some spots that are very, very sloppy. In fact, it's probably dangerous. And if there's a chance that we're going to do damage to the trail, to the road, and if there's a chance that it's unsafe, we might not go over there. So everything is, we're planning to host the event just like we have in the past, but everything is dynamic and fluid, so we might be making some adjustments last minute. Okay, so we'll just adapt with the conditions. And any decisions about the venue, the ranch, those aren't my decisions. The people own the place, and so we need to respect their home and do what makes the most sense for them. Okay, so at this point, you probably know how to get there. You can follow the link. You can see the runner guide. The links are accurate. It should take you right to the access gate. Schedule of events. Me personally, I plan to arrive there with some of our volunteers Thursday morning around 9 a.m. We're going to get the course marked. You, as a participant, are welcome to arrive anytime after 12 noon on Thursday, November 13th. That's this Thursday. Some people have been emailing me, well, what time can I get there on Friday? You can get there anytime afternoon on Thursday the 13th. So the ranch gate will be open, even if it's at night. even if it's early in the morning, you're welcome to come in anytime after noon on Thursday the 13th. Please don't arrive prior to that, but you can arrive anytime after that. We have access to the ranch until around noon on Sunday. So we're welcome to be there Thursday at noon until Sunday at noon. We're not welcome to be there any other time. So don't just show up there next month and think that you're going to jump a fence and run around. Um, don't do that. That will damage our relationship with the Smith family. All right, so Thursday at noon, let's say you show up, you bring your $10 per night, you find a spot to park, you get everything set up, perfect. We may or may not be doing runner check-in Thursday afternoon. For sure, we will be Friday morning. If we get things set up on time, you can come in and pick up your bib number and your shirt on Thursday evening. Uh, John Glines and Gabriel Zavala are planning to barbecue Thursday evening, probably around 5 o'clock. John is buying or bringing meat and beans and bread and all the stuff to make a Santa Maria style barbecue. Um, it's it's informal. It's everybody's welcome. There's no fee. However, John's buying all of this meat. It'd be a good idea if you want to come and participate. Please come. Maybe, I don't know, bring $10 and offer it to John to help offset the cost. There'll be beef and yeah, beans, salad, bread, and plenty of red wine. All right, so that's up to you. With that, also, Joe, the owner of the ranch, he'll have an oak pit barbecue going pretty much for the duration of the weekend. You're welcome to use that. We call that bring your own, cook your own. So I'm going to bring some steaks or some chicken or whatever it is. The barbecue pit will be there. You're welcome to come up and cook for yourself at your convenience. Um, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, people sort of gather around. We'll have a bonfire going and the barbecue pit will be going. So bring some food, cook it up, maybe bring something to share, a couple of drinks, some chips or whatever it is. But we really enjoy eating together, cooking and eating together. We'll have some live music. Just some local musicians have volunteered their time. They'll be there Friday and Saturday. I really don't know exactly what is going to happen, but the stage will be there. And there's a group from San Luis Obispo that play in the coffee shops and the breweries and the wineries that got wind of this, and they're coming and bringing their instruments. So it should be interesting on the stage both Friday and Saturday night. Bring your lawn chair, sit and bring some warm clothes and sit down by the fire and enjoy that. Friday morning, we'll start runner check-in sometime around 6:30, 7 a.m. And there's not a lot of us. There's only 50 runners or 48 runners, 48 or 49 runners. So we'll have a runner check-in go in 6:30 or 7 a.m. And then the running will start at 8 a.m. So the start of the 48 hour will be at 8 a.m. on Friday. The first lap of the last person standing will also start at 8 a.m. And then a lap will start every hour on the hour, starting at 8 a.m. on Friday. And we'll talk more about the rules for the last person standing in just a minute. Saturday morning, same thing. We'll have runner check-in open 6:30 or 7 a.m., somewhere around there. And then at 8 o'clock, the 24-hour 20K, 10K, and 5K will start. Everything starts at 8 a.m. We'll have cook your own and campfire stuff going both Friday and Saturday evening. Sunday, everything ends. Now, everything ends at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning, the 24 and the 48 hour. But the last person standing format, it's possible that people are still going. So we could continue on past 8 a.m. And we haven't set a cutoff time for that, but I can't imagine that we're going to have anybody out there much later than 8 or 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. We'll see how it goes. We'll adapt to that as it happens. Any questions about the schedule? How to get there, where you're going, what to expect when you arrive, what we're doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, cool. Uh, the rules are pretty simple. Not a lot of rules. Just obviously be respectful to each other, be respectful to the volunteers, and to the ranch and to the ranch owners, especially. You know, these folks are allowing us to come and recreate on their private property. They really don't have a whole lot to gain and quite a bit to lose by inviting the public to be there. So let's treat the whole place with absolute respect. It's important that you go to allwedoisrun.com, download the waiver, print it, read it, sign it, bring it with you. If you don't have a waiver, you can't be on the ranch. So this applies to everyone, not just the runners, but everybody on the property. Please don't show up without a printed waiver. There's no pacers allowed on the race course, so everybody on the course needs to be registered for something. That's just not me just being a jerk. That is our insurance. Everyone that's on the race course needs to be recognized by our insurance, and that means you need to be registered and wearing a bib number. So don't encourage your friends to jump in and take a lap with you. That's against the rules and can't have that. No dogs on the course. Your dog is welcome to come and be on the ranch as long as it's on a leash and well behaved and it's a livestock friendly dog. If your dog likes to chase cows and kill chickens, don't bring it. We can't have that. But if your dog's cool and on a leash, should be no problem at all. Again, no dogs on the race course. That again has to do with our insurance. Please don't do that. Every time somebody says, "Oh, my dog's fine on a leash and all that," but please don't do that. There is no changing your distance. Once we start the run, if you're in the 20K, you're in the 20K. You can't just do one lap and say, "You know what? I'm good. I'm just call it a 10K." You sign up for a certain distance. That's what you're going to do. Now, the 24 and the 48 hour, of course, you can do as much or as little as you want. You just can't go past 8 a.m. on Sunday. Okay. We do have some awards for the first overall male and female in each event. We don't have age groups or three deep. It's just the first overall male and female in each group. Uh, Based on the number of 100-mile finishers we had last year, I commissioned and purchased 10 uh, buckles. Oh, there it is. This is the 100 mile. It says Tierra Redonda Mountain Trail Run 100 mile finisher 2025. I have 10 of these, which means the first 10 people that finish 100 miles will receive a buckle right there on the ranch. Um, Anyone else, if I'll have to have the buckle made and mailed it to you, and it's going to take a bit. It takes a solid about 6 weeks for them to make these buckles. So if you finish 100 miles, whether you're in the 48 hour or the 24 hour, you're going to receive a buckle. The first 10 people are going to take it home with them. Anybody after that, you're going to have to wait a bit. That's that with the buckles. I want to say thank you to my new friend, Andy Wellman. He is from the Seattle Gummy Company. I met him in Utah this summer at another event, and he was intrigued with our little races and wanted to come out and represent Seattle Gummy Company. He's going to be running in the last person standing. He will also have a booth and introduce you to the Seattle Gummy products. They're not the gummies that you're thinking that they are. They are performance, they're hydration, nutrition, electrolyte supplements. They're not stoner gummies. They're not sleepy gummies. They are for endurance athletes. So you're going to get to meet them. It's a really cool product, and I'm looking forward to introducing him and Seattle Gummy to all of you. Hammer Nutrition, of course, is the official nutrition partner of everything that I do. Their products will be on the aid station tables. So the Heed replacement drink and Hammer gel will have all of that out there for you. Once more, the format, we have a 5K, 10K, 20K, 24 and 48 hour events for the Tierra Redonda Mountain Trail Race. Registration is low. Altogether, I think we've got 48 people registered in all of the events. Most people are in the 48 hour and the last person standing. So we're all going to get to know each other very, very well. There's 15 people in the last one standing. There's 22 people in the 48 hour right now. So we're going to have a pretty decent group of folks out there for 2 full days running around. Uh, that's all I have about Tierra. Any questions, suggestions?
I got a question, Luis. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
How late can we show up on Thursday night? Is the gate going to lock? I might have missed the beginning. I'm sorry.
Nope, no problem. The gate is not going to lock. The gate is going to be open at 12 noon on Thursday and will remain open until 12 noon on Sunday. So you're welcome to come in anytime after 12 noon on Thursday.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Even if it's late at night, the only disadvantage is that no one's going to be there to greet you. So you're just going to have to come in, find us, and find a place to park.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You got it. All right. Let's talk about the last person standing, last one standing. Everything else, everything is the same. The directions, the rules, all of it's the same. The difference is the format. And so what we have is I'm going to mark off a trail that is approximately 4.07 miles. And you're going to do this every hour on the hour. We need you to be in the starting area prior to the start. And Ian will go over this in detail before we start. And we make sure that everybody's on the same page so there's no miscommunication. You'll arrive there about 3 minutes before the start of each hour. And then at the start, Ian's going to ring a bell. Ian or Vicky, they're going to ring a bell, and you're going to complete this 4.07 miles. And then you're going to start. What did I say? Oh, 4.17. Got it. Coincidentally,
and accordingly.
Yeah. If you do this 24 times, that's 100 miles. Now, you're not going to get a buckle for completing that 24 loops. You're going to get a buckle if you are the last person standing. All right? Everybody understands that? And I have the buckle right here, and it's a big fucking buckle. Can you see it? Well, it's
kind of getting censored out.
Yeah, I see that. Well, I'll tell you, it's big. It's a 4.5-inch Western style rodeo buckle made in Texas, and it says last one standing at Bradley, California, champion 2025. There's only one award for the last person standing. Everyone's going to get a shirt and I'll give you a participant's amulet, but there's only one award, and it's that one buckle. There's not a male and a female, there's just one buckle. All right. Ian, do you have anything to add? Any thoughts about how this is going to go?
No, I try not to have thoughts.
All right.
Or Ian, is it going to be on the same course as the rest of us, or is it a completely separate course?
That's a good question, and I know so much about that I'm just going to defer to Lewis.
Right. So, Brooke, we're going to mark off this 4-mile course, and it's on the north side of the ranch. So it's all on this side of the road. It's basically the 5K course that we've used in the past, but we made some alterations, and it's a 4.17-ish mile course. So the last person standing, they're not crossing Lynch Canyon Road. They're not going on to the north or the south side of the ranch.
be running together on the kind of the flat side, not up the
Exactly.
hill. Oh, cool.
Exactly. You got it.
Cool. We'll try not to be in their way.
Um, any questions about it? Justin, any thoughts or questions? David, any suggestions?
Do we have, is there self-service there?
There is, but it's unreliable. It depends on where you're at and where you're standing and which way the wind's blowing. Uh,
Okay, and
I'll tell you what, I do have a Starlink system, so I'll set that up. And if you absolutely need to have Wi-Fi, there'll be Wi-Fi by the base camp.
okay, it's not an absolute need. And all our, snacks and food that we bring, is that going to be, we're going to be able to place that pretty close to the start line?
Yeah, so you haven't been to this one, Justin?
I have not, no.
Oh, so yeah, you can set up your camp right on the course. So like Born to Run, it's like right on the course. So yes, you can self crew right there, no problem. And then we'll have the main camp aid station right there as well.
Great.
Now, David, you've done these. Do you have anything to add or any thoughts or suggestions? Anything you can teach us?
Um, I've only done yeah, I've done one. So we're going no sticks, right? Is that correct?
That's the rules that I got off the internet that there's no aid, and so that would include trekking poles.
Yeah, yeah, that is one of his rules. Laz, I'm sure we're all aware.
Mhm.
Um, no, and then just like I know it doesn't matter to me at all, but like he's a big thing for no runner to runner aid, no aid within the corral. Other than that, was there anything?
Got it. And so I read the rules that they use that Laz has created, and I've adapted that. I didn't just copy and paste it, but copied and pasted and made some alterations. And I think it's important that we stick to those rules. Um, and so, yeah, you're right. There's no runner to runner aid, no artificial aids, which includes trekking poles. We will have an aid station, but it's outside of the corral. So once you're in the area that we're going to designate, and I don't know that we're going to have a fenced in corral, we're just going to have an area where we gather. Once you're there, then you're there and you're ready to run.
Yeah, that's the spirit of it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, the one I went to was aid within the corral, but I mean, if you're on course, you're on course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The way that I've done one as well, and I'm going to be cribbing pretty hard from that. The way that we always did it was once you're in the corral, you're in the corral. You've committed to starting from there. You're done with your aid. There's not none of that, and you need to be in the corral when we start the hour.
That's
You cannot be doing aid, anything like that. You need to be done. You are on course. You are rolling. Once you cross the finish line from that lap, you can get all your aid done. Then we're going to give you the 3 bells, 2 bells, 1 bell, and then start again. And again, once you decide to put yourself in that corral, you're done with aid.
no ins and outs. Okay, that was actually a question I had.
So
That's yeah, I like it.
once you check in, I mean, yeah, we're all just trying to go home early. So I'm joking. No, we're gonna do it once you check in for a lap. You're checked in for the lap until you cross the finish line.
Yeah, so once you re-enter the corral,
Yes.
you're there.
Yes.
Okay, no ins and
Once
outs.
you check in, you're on the next lap. You're just waiting for the start. Once the start goes off, finish your lap. Once you finish your lap, get all your aid done as quickly as possible, or as long as you want, just so long as you are in that corral by the time that the next hour starts.
Awesome.
Hey, Ian,
Good.
can you bring a whistle?
Yeah, like what type you want?
Like the type that a referee would use.
Ooh,
That's
I've got some emergency ones. I've got an Aztec death whistle. That thing sounds like a screamer. It's awful.
well, yeah, let's do that. So the warning or the three, the two, Let's make that a whistle so it's loud so it can be heard throughout the camp. And then we'll start. I have the bell that we use for wrestling. That will be the start bell.
I was gonna say, do you want me to? We can take the Born to Run tradition. I can bring a couple firearms and use them to start some stuff up. All the dogs would love that, especially
Just
mine.
bring a whistle. Just bring some whistles.
All right, I will bring a whistle that is loud enough to be heard by somebody who's, still maybe a quarter of a mile from finishing their lap.
Okay, cool. So I'll bring the bell. You'll bring a whistle.
All right,
Uh,
that's
all right, all right. Uh, Let me say this with the weather, according to all the forecasts that I've seen, that there's a solid chance of rain on Thursday, but clearing on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But it could be pretty chilly. I think the high that I saw was only 63 degrees and the low 44. So be prepared for a cool, damp California Central Coast experience. The weather will be seasonal. Be prepared.
I'm not sure it's going to be like the weather will be that bad, but I think the roads are going to be pretty muddy.
Right.
That's what you should really like. I think that's going to be the scare out of all of it.
Well, we'll see. And then again, if the Smiths decide that they don't want us running on certain parts of the ranch, we'll adapt and we're going to make this work one way or another for sure. So that's the weather. Again, if you please go to allwedoisrun.com, download the runner guide. All the answers are there. There's not a lot of information, but it's pertinent. What's there is what you need to know. Also download and print the waiver, read it, sign it, bring it. Please do not show up without a printed waiver. It's important to me. That's it. Registration numbers. Again, this is probably the smallest event that I've hosted ever. I think we've got 48 or 49 people total, which is not a bad thing. I think it's cool that it's just going to be a small, intimate group of folks. For the 5K, there's one registrant, Molly Meisenheimer. The 10K, there's four people. The 20K, there's four people. The 24-hour, there's three. But the 48-hour, there's 22 of you. And the last person standing, there's 15 of you. So I think it's going to be a beautiful weekend. Now, also, the numbers are low because there's a big event happening in San Luis Obispo this same weekend. And fine with me. If I'm happy. I'm happy with the group that we have here, and I'm looking forward to a beautiful and successful event.
Lewis, I have a quick
Y-
question.
yes, Jen.
In that, because of that race, I was trying to publicize as much to our runners to come out and do the 5K on Saturday as their
Yeah.
shakeout run. So if people decide to register last minute, can they register on site after
Yeah,
Thursday? Okay.
of course.
I just want to be able to answer that question if people text me in advance.
Of course. Of
Okay,
course.
cool.
We'd
Thank
love
you.
to have them.
Out of sheer curiosity, what's the race?
It's called City to Sea Half Marathon. It starts in San Luis and finishes in Avila Beach.
Oh, okay.
They usually run it in October, which is why we put this run in November. And then last year there was permit issues with construction on the road, so they had to cancel it last year. And this year they got it all approved and rerouted the course and then put it on the same weekend as our race. So
Cool.
Yeah,
without contacting anyone,
we had established
That's
this
super
date,
cool.
and we had already had some folks register
Yeah.
for it. And then when I heard City to Sea was going to be on the same weekend, I'm like, you know what? I think it's a different customer base anyhow, and so we're just going with it.
Hey,
By the
Lewis.
way, City to Sea is at this point probably the largest running event in San Luis Obispo annually. It's a big group. I think they get more than 1,000 participants. It's a big deal and it's an important race. And if you ever get a chance to run it, I think you should. And by the way, I won that race when it used to be called City to Port in the
Ah.
80s and the 90s. And yeah, it used to start at the Mission in San Luis Obispo and finish out on the pier at Port San Luis.
I think they're going to have to
Yes.
be, I don't think they're finishing at the port. I think it's at the Avila Pier, but they basically rerouted it this year because of the issues from the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So it's going to be similar to what it used to be.
Cool. It's a beautiful race.
They're gonna finish it down at Pirates Cove. It's gonna be a
Yeah, it'll be a different finish. Yeah, that'll be a different
total mess.
Hey,
Well,
Yes.
Sam wanted me to ask you what the elevation is on the laps. Do you remember?
you can go to the runner guide and you can click on a link to the map itself, and all the details are there. I don't have that open in front of me, but it's there. Yeah, I don't have that in front of me right now. I don't want to just spit out a number.
Okay.
Somewhere between 0 and 1,000 feet per lap. Plan accordingly.
I could find it. Just go to the runner guide and click on it's a Cal Topo link, and all the information is there. Yeah, David.
Uh, Two questions. One, bib needs to be visible or no for the last man standing at all times.
Yeah, that's the general rule of things. We don't. The volunteers might not know your name, but they will know your number,
Okay,
and so it's important that we can see you and we can read the number.
So just in my experience, and the one time I did this, I was not prepared for bib change outs quickly. And man, I went out too hot on a couple yards. So just heads up, be prepared to know how to change out your bib quickly. Or if you're, I'm going leg sleeves instead of leggings because of that, so I can stay on my shorts. Also, only doing the last man standing. Once my event is over, am I good to stay on the property if I pay the fee to camp and hang out?
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
awesome.
Of course.
Cool.
No, we're not going to say, you're a loser, get out of here.
Believe it or
Oh,
not,
man.
once you drop a yard, we throw you in the oak BBQ pit. It's kind of harsh, but we figure that's the best way to get mileage.
No, please stay and
But
hang
you
out with
still have
us.
to pay for camping at that point.
Yes. It's
Please hang out with
$10
us.
per vehicle. We're not throwing the vehicle.
All right, I just want to be prepared. I appreciate you.
Yeah, Casey.
Yeah, quick question. We have someone coming to deliver an RV for our crew, and I know the link on the website is the one to follow because that gives you the location right to that field where we can have the RV. If you change locations, so the delivery then would be to another spot, or the RV or the camping area is still the same?
That's a great question. And so it will, if we change staging areas, the answer is yes. It'll be in a slightly different area of the ranch.
Okay.
So this is what I'm going to say.
I'll just pay attention.
Well, I'm gonna put in the chat my phone number. So if you could share this phone number with the delivery person. It's 805-448-2782. It's in the chat, and have the delivery person text me, and I can meet them at which either of the gates that it's going to be and get them in there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Sure. And don't hesitate to do that. We do this all of the time. It's not unusual that people have trailers and things delivered, and it's always a little bit of confusion, but we always seem to solve it. But yeah, have them contact me directly, and I'll be happy to meet them and guide them.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sure. Let me say this. For all the distances, the 5K, 10K, 20K, 24 and 48 hour, you're all going to be wearing a bib number on the front of your body, and it's your responsibility to check in at the timing table at the conclusion of each lap. If you don't do that, we don't have record of you completing a lap. So this is not chip timing. We're not using radio, none of that. It's manual. So you're going to come up to the timing table. You're going to present yourself. Hello, my name is Brooke. I'm number 15. And then you're going to make sure that the person at the timing table enters your name into the computer. You say, you got me? Yeah, got you. Perfect. And then off to your next lap. It's very important that you check in. It's your responsibility to check in. It's primitive, but that's the way that we do it for these things, and it tends to work. But it only works if you do your part, and that is checking in at the conclusion of each lap. I have nothing else. Unless there's any questions for me, I would just finish this by saying thank you all for being here. Those of you that are not part of this meeting, but you're maybe watching and recording, please go to allwedoisrun.com, click on the runner guide, download it to your phone, to your device, or maybe even print it. All the answers are there. Anybody have any questions for me? Beautiful. Well, thank you for taking the time to be here. Thanks for trusting us. Look forward to it. If you enjoy this experience, I would recommend that you check out the La Cuesta Ranch Trail Run. That is happening the weekend of January 24th. It's also on a private cattle ranch. It's the Miosi Ranch in San Luis Obispo, right at the base of the Cuesta Grade. It's a beautiful property. It's a much larger event. We get 200, 250 folks to come out and run with us. It's a 10K, 20K, and 30K. And yeah, check that one out. And then, of course, the Born to Run Ultra Marathon that we host in May. We'd love to have you come out and join us for that. Call me, text me, email me if you have any questions or suggestions. I'm here. I want to talk with you. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
You
Luke.
got
Thank
it.
you.
All right, everyone. We'll see you this weekend.
Those are your sisters coming?
I don't know.
Not that I don't love you,
I
but you
know. I know. I think that they're finishing the outage with Diablo and all of that, so they may or may not be available.
tell them to come out.
Mm. All right, guys. We'll be in touch.
See you soon.
All
All
right.
right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Got some stories for you this weekend, Lewis.
Okay. Should I stop the recording?
No, none of that. Just remember how I said I was going to Croatia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent half of that trip in a trauma ward.
Did you get bit by another rattlesnake?
No, sir. As I said, I got stories for you. I'll see you a couple days.
All right. All right, Ian. Thank you.
Later.
All right. Bye, everybody.